How are we doing today, Starseeds? I hope you're all doing well. I'm back here today with yet another Starseed Ascension Energies reading for you all. This time to cover the hugely expansive, reality-flipping new moon singularly, with the annular solar eclipse occurring right along with it, almost at the same time. So, these enlightening bursts of energy, spirits calling it, will definitely do its part to wake up anything dormant within you that needs to be greatly awoken. For to be awake and not asleep on life or other important people is all there truly is and the only task required of us as human beings. For those of you who didn't know what an annular solar eclipse was, know the types of spiritual effects it has on humanity, or those going through a sequential spiritual awakening process. I did not know this myself, as I'm a newly budding astrologer and had to Google some of the info before channeling the rest. So, when Googling what the heck an annular solar eclipse even is, it stated that it's actually when the moon obscures all but an outer ring of the sun, and that they occur every 1 to 2 years. When channeling, I was told that these actually work to heighten intuition, especially for mystics, which I'm going to intend for us all to access in a witchy way this time around, in order to reap the best benefits and overall experience from it. It also has the potential to significantly clear out heavy karma with the energy of someone just coming at you, throwing all kinds of low blows, coming to the surface as an example, which I'm going to intend be redirected to any and all perpetrators who did this to you unfairly throughout life, automatically giving you back the life force energy they stole from you, and the halls of life they closed off, whilst working with the devil fulfilling his evil deeds as well. Hopefully, this will help bring you back to yourself, as well as the simpler time stays that much further before I shift out of this godforsaken, hijacked reality known as the old fallen paradigm. In addition, I also felt the most beautiful swirl of golden, bright yellowish light swoop right out of the right masculine side of my body, entailing the frequencies of profound peace, innocence, and childhood. This felt like a huge healing for this sector of the body, encouragement for us to be a child again, to be as naturally innocent and precious as we want to be, and to not forget that your masculine side is also feminine, hence the yin and yang symbolism. So just let that blend together and stay that way from here on out. Now that I feel a bit more refreshed, and I hope you are too, from the discovery of what the annular solar eclipse is, I think it's safe to get into the tarot reading. The soon-to-rise Crystal Kingdom will also be present for support and high vibrational healing throughout this reading, I'd like to mention before we start, as well as the Galactic Federation of Light, which they personally requested actually, so that we may utilize their divine authority to deliver verdicts to the Anunnakian race, aka the Archons, Nazis, and Reptilians, upholding the beast system and hosting the Hunger Games The Purge Ascension Process. For they are good and officially ready for this now. So first off, with the major arcana of the Temperance card, from the flamboyant angel's breathtaking, crystalline wings, I am immediately feeling that this is representative of our once lost, stolen, beaten, tried, played, and tested Starseed tribe's recent ascent out of our old lives, lifestyles, bodies, and even light bodies we have now officially graduated from. Yay! As we have now finally reached this stage, just like many supposed ascension experts have prophesied about upon entering the pearly gates of the new Earth Paradise Playground. This has afforded us to now begin integrating the 2.0 version of our former light bodies, so that we may now officially rise to the superhero status and rank that we feel the most comfortable at for our brand new, super duper lives far away from the old, dense realities, dimensions, especially astral dimensions, that you may have woken up in or felt throughout the day while battling the dark in your sleep unknowingly, like the chosen warriors you are. On top of this, I'm also feeling that this is indicative of the newfound ascended master position some of us have now risen into during our successful escape, Shrek, heist, and mission out of the Matrix B system over the past few months, for we truly put in the work at the last second to have most definitely earned this fair and square, which is the entire theme of the new era we're entering, fair and square that is, and will stay this way for infinities to come. I am proud to say that I myself have officially risen into this Ascendant Master position after finally completing my very own, incredibly rigorous, highly demanding 10-year-long Starseed/Twin Flames hero's journey, and can soon put this old stage to rest without any needy energies you could call it, holding me back to be its savior like I was so used to in the past. Hopefully the success of this can open up even more closed down halls of life, open up long closed windows to the soul, and allow for even more liberation to break forth through your spirit from the receipt of this information. The rainbow-colored orbs and blotches of light is reminding us once more that the new Earth Golden Age of Aquarius paradise is now at last here, as well as the widely expansive, incredibly welcoming gaming world and dimension that comes with it, along with the entire Matrix grid, kind of like a package, due to our tribe's successful slaying and stabbing in the eye of the eye in the sky, overseeing us, and stalking us for the past 2 centuries, I'm being told. So, expect for things to get honestly a bit way too fun and interesting in the very near future, the complete opposite of how it was before, making us realize without a doubt just how much we were enslaved and how far from home, source, our own source, and special sources that we've been since our flip into damnation back in 2012. The brown, masculine boots he wears, mixed with the flamboyant nature of his top, features, and energy, is letting us know that it is perfectly okay to be androgynous in this way, no matter what, but especially as a starseed, fairy, or elf hybrid on Mother Earth. This is all very important information to accept and take in if you are to roam freely and feel completely comfortable in your body, undistracted, and non judgmental to other people in the new timeline soon commencing. So, eliminating unnecessary stressors is what we're doing, and where your mind should be focused most right now, Spirit's actually saying, if you are to be completely self sufficient and unreliant on others for support in these areas. If there's anyone in your current life, or even past, who have become sort of mellow after giving you a hard time with your sexuality, orientation, preference, or anything at all, I'm going to ask now for the Annular Solar Eclipse's influences, coupled with the judgment from the Galactic Federation of Light, to swoop in to rescue us from them right now, put them in their place, show them what they've been doing, and what they've been missing, which is taxing. For why do we have to exert a single lick of strength to punish them and teach them lessons they should already be masters of? I'm also going to ask for them to be sent back to preschool years, since they obviously felt this very important, yet easy, practical, basic stage of life and evolution. From that, I could feel so much power, light, life force energy, and eaten memories and experiences returning to us after being in their grasp and out of reach due to depression, I'm being told is what really did it for lots of us, in this unfair position that we are now completely, totally on top of, and always truly was. The power is ours and always is when it comes to God's children. They pick a fight with the wrong people and annoyingly have to find this out way later on for some reason, however. But we're patient and we can wait. From the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting major Middle Earth playground energies, as well as the ability to be allowed to go our own way, but so our own way though, which is just how it's meant to be as normal human beings on Earth, not tied down or bound up by anything, of course. This will make it even more natural and homey, as if you've already done this all before, once the new paradigm, that being you, commences. The energies of 2013 and 2014, just before the Hunger Games, the Purge Ascension process began, are also heavily present within this illustration as well, which was a time period where life was much more stable, normal, positively active, and temporarily charged with the energy and theme of going somewhere rather than going nowhere fast. To match this as quickly as possible, I'm going to command now for our starship be redirected to the energy and theme of going somewhere fast instead of going nowhere fast in order to reverse time like Superman and shift us further into positivity, optimism, bright perspectives, and bright ideas like before. I'm also going to call the Galactic Federation of Light in once more, in order to terribly judge and crucify the powers in charge of CERN, the CERN portals in general, which opens up portals from hell to shift time, speed it up immensely, and allow demons to pass through, like the Danny Phantom Zone or some shit. I'm also going to demand all hired witches and warlocks hexing planes to crash over the past 5 years or so, since the Witch Age Dark Age began, to have the worst, most excruciating, most catastrophic deaths ever imaginable for their full, wholehearted dedication to Voldemort and his tribe of ruthless Death Eaters. For they do not have a place here amongst us any longer, never truly have, like the cowardly vampires they are, and can now melt right along with the entire Witch Age, the huge mess they caused. If you feel completely shattered, torn, confused, and upset for the families and innocent children who lost their lives throughout this process, it is my honor to tell you that magic is real, here, possible, and incredibly miraculous. From now on, lightheartedness, just as it is emanating from the card, is only what's to be had for those who waited, for it is now anchored here more than ever and isn't going anywhere for nobody. The energies of packing your belongings and your lunch in the lightest, most innocent way is also coming from the card, alluding to future heroes' journeys becoming active for Starseeds, who feel like they got somewhat gypped from a real hero's journey experience. The Middle-earth playground being fully here and active, mixed with the old, dense paradigm being officially collapsed, is what will make it so it isn't unnecessarily dangerous, chaotic, scattered, but instead very medieval as a result. Think How to Train Your Dragon energy, rather than a House on a Haunted Hill energy, like we're somewhat in for the first stage of our hero's journey mission. Packing your pocket change in your backpack to be set off on your way is also seen and felt within the card, greatly depicted by the colored, coin-shaped mandalas following the knight throughout his trek. Speaking of trek, the horse is also coming with the energies of donkey, true Middle-earth companionship, being united with soul family that matches this frequency in your destiny, as well as the Shrek lifestyle Spirit's been hinting to me about over the past year or so, becoming fully active, ready to receive and shift into, which I'm going to ask for us all to shift into now in order to get this one and done for our tribe as quickly as possible. And lastly, from the Four of Pentacles, it honestly appears that the indigenous, Middle Eastern looking woman is looking away from the enemy as the most excruciating, humiliating, catastrophic, pathetic deaths occur to them, and even feels as if she is holding her baby, covering their eyes, and beckoning them to not look as they both receive relief from the deed. Right after this, I could feel her actual childhood beginning to restore to her in full, as if it was a long-lost baby that was also taken from her without her permission or full knowing, building her right back up again and bridging all gaps within her past timeline, leading up to now, so that she may know fully where she was when the initial theft took place, who she was back then, and how she got to where she is now. All of the stirring portals they recklessly opened, time jumps, and shifts is honestly what got us to this point we're now at, making us unaware of where we are now or who we are in time and space. I'm now going to command this same misfortune be switched onto them, so that they may not know where they are in time and space, like they are unworthy of. As I've mentioned before, they have been facilitating what's known as Reverse Judgment Day for the past 2 centuries, so that we may take their punishments before them, for they are uncreative beings, unable to create from their own free will, and must rely on their Freemasonry Bible for answers and progression. This is also because they solely rely on the uncreative, untalented Satan for their misdeeds in their empire, and have sold their souls to him, and can only operate from this place, and this place only during their stay here. So, no matter what, we win, as we are free-flowing fish in an aquarium full of life, just like the popular for a reason Pixar film Finding Nemo was trying to show us, and which we can now fully return to. This should do its part to carry us and support us in the brand new timeline of spontaneous adventure that we're headed in. They were attempting their very hardest to take us with them, all the way to eternal damnation by force, and even bond with them with black magic and the darkest rituals from ancient Egypt to seal it so, which is now officially broken so that they may be sealed and realize they always were in the fate that they stupidly created for themselves firsthand with the devil. From now on, peace is in the Middle East, and it actually felt like the village behind her had just risen from the ground before I said that, giving homage to God's new green earth, peace truly setting in the Middle East for once, our new holy temples rising from the ashes like a phoenix, as well as new colonies formulating and being built with the most creative inspiration so that true culture can flow freely and hit every single person, race, background, or creed susceptible to its influences. True power from an indigenous, earthy, divine mother and divine father place is felt integrating beautifully into the soul of the strong woman holding the bag, making me feel peace setting into Mother Earth for once, finally allowing her to be at rest, now that she and all of her children are safe from harm's way. To conclude this Starseed Ascension Energies reading and meetup, I feel guided to perform a free false light projection removal session for our Starseed tribe, which I typically perform for clients who direly need this in my psychic surgery shop on Etsy, and is here embedded in every single human being on Mother Earth due to the entertainment industry's hosting of the False Light Ascension Matrix Arena. So, I'm just going to ask for a whole load of this to be removed from all of our vessels at once, to be officially removed from it in our captive's grasp, so that you may feel for yourselves just how nasty and controlling it is, as well as how easy it is to affect our behavior. Consider this to be a dosage of the spiritual training process that I had to undergo towards the beginning of my initiation process as the Oracle about a year ago. I'd also like to state that I found out just this morning that I've been officially inducted, promoted, and recruited by an actual professional superhero team in quantum time to become the real life Superman, which was my ultimate dream as a child, and which they are abiding by because of my hard work and persistent dedication to save all universes from eternal hell and damnation. Which means that, yes, I will very soon be able to fly and can already feel the gravity rising beneath and growing within me throughout the day. The force was already within me, they're saying, so it would have actually activated at some point regardless. This is pretty different from fairy flying, however, which I was initially extremely excited about when I discovered I could do it in this way a few weeks ago, and I'm still so excited about this form of flying, honestly, potentially even a bit more than the Superman form of flying, I'll call it for now. I'm being told that it typically requires you already being a fairy to be able to take flight at some point, or at least a fairy at heart, to achieve something like this in your lifetime. Which just means that you are pure innocence and highly considerate of others consistently all around. This should very well do its part to wipe away and dissolve all limitations from the Matrix, and the Matrix mind within us, I'll call it, as a result of this miraculous action. Expect Sky High to rise from the earth and be created for heroes and sidekicks in the not too distant future, I'm surprisingly being told, so we can learn in our own Earth Galaxy District domain how to commune together and fight crime healthily from this point. If you felt them throughout, the real-life superhero squad that recruited me, whom's already feeling called to our planet due to the petty disruptions occurring here, as well as being gravitated, was present throughout the reading as well. So feel free to say hi if you feel guided, as I can't wait to meet and recruit you also when they visit here in the imminent future. With all that being said, thank you so much for your participation in this reading. I hope you receive more than enough out of it. Take all the rest you need from the intense blast of light hitting your body from the readings, which can make you feel kind of sore, but good stuff is working underneath, I promise. And as Lucifer, the bright morning star, I am proud and honored to officially bid you good morning.